Available now. Link below.
In a world brimming with unseen dangers, a new shadow looms, large, threatening to plunge the United States into a state of unprecedented vulnerability. Imagine waking up to a world where the GPS that guides every aspect of our daily lives, from banking transactions to the deployment of our military forces, suddenly goes dark. This isn't the plot of the latest Hollywood thriller. It's a chilling reality that could happen at the push of a button. I'm here to unravel a story of intrigue, technology, and geopolitical chess that could change the face of warfare and global power dynamics forever. The specter of Russian space weapons designed to blind the U.S. economy and military looms over us, a threat so grave that it has united voices across the political spectrum in concern. Stay with us for this special report where we peel back the curtain on the silent battle being waged not on land, sea, or air, but in the final frontier, space. You won't want to miss our final thought, where we reveal why the story matters to every American watching. This is more than just news, it's a wake-up call to a nation at a crossroads. Before we dive deeper into today's critical discussion, I have something urgent to share. Imagine a tool so essential that it's like the Space Force's shield in the battle against invisible threats. This tool is the Vanish holster. Not just any holster, but your daily carrier's best ally. Designed for ultimate comfort and discretion, it's as if it vanishes while you wear it, ensuring you're always prepared, much like our nation must be against the looming space threats. With a fit for 99% of semi-auto handguns and exclusive offer, 30% off using our link below, plus a second holster at half price. It's time to equip your family with the Vanish Advantage. Call now, because in today's world, being unprepared is a risk we cannot afford. In today's rapidly evolving world where technology and geopolitics intertwine more tightly than ever, a new frontier of conflict has emerged, one that stretches far beyond the bounds of Earth itself. The realm of space, once a peaceful haven for exploration and discovery, has now become the latest battleground for global dominance. At the heart of this cosmic confrontation lies a dire warning from House Intelligence Committee member Representative Mike Waltz about a Russian space weapon that could devastate the U.S. economy and military by targeting our satellite infrastructure. This isn't a science fiction, it's a stark reality that demands immediate attention and action. Russia's ambitions to dominate space represent a clear and present danger to global security. Their development of anti-satellite missiles is not just a show of technological prowess, but a calculated strategy to undermine the United States by crippling our critical satellite networks. These satellites are the backbone of our nation's economic and defense mechanisms, facilitating everything from financial transactions to GPS navigation for civilians and military personnel alike. The ability to blind these systems with a space-based weapon could not only thrust the U.S. into chaos, but also shift the balance of power in favor of those who wield this destructive capability. Watch.
Well, first, to your point, Maria, President Trump knew that you can't be number one on Earth if you're number two in space. He also knew that every shot in all of our war games, the first shots were fired in space and in cyberspace. So he absolutely created the Space Force. They needed the budget. They needed the equal seat at the table in the Pentagon. And once again, Trump was right, despite all of the punditry and all of the jokes at the time. And look, once again, we're seeing this. These kind of chickens come home to roost. What happened in the Intelligence Committee this week was that the chairman, Mike Turner, was very frustrated after sending multiple classified letters to the administration asking, what are you going to do to stop this threat, to deal with this threat? And it won't surprise you, we got radio silence. So the committee voted unanimously, Republican and Democrat, to say, you know what, all members need to be aware this threat is so serious, so grave. All members need to be aware. Obviously, you had this, kind of blow up. But guess what? The director of national intelligence and the national security advisor were on the Hill the next day giving us a strategy and telling us what they're going to do about it. If this weapon is allowed to fully deploy, it could completely blind our economy. It would take out our GPS. It could blind our military. Wow. It is incredibly serious. It's a weapon of mass destruction, not just us, countries all over the world.
Wow.
And the fear is that Putin has calculated we are far more dependent on space than he is, so that perhaps this would be at his advantage, or that he could use it as a serious deterrence to keep us from doing what we need to do.
I mean,
The creation of the Space Force under the Trump administration was a persistent move, recognizing early on the strategic importance of space as the next theater of military engagement. Critics who once dismissed the idea as whimsical are now faced with the sobering truth about space is not just a venue for scientific exploration, but a critical domain for national security. Trump's advocacy for the Space Force was not merely a political statement, but a necessary step in preparing the United States for the kind of threats now coming to light with Russia's anti-satellite missile program. Russia's aggressive posture in space is a calculated move to test the resolve and readiness of the United States and its allies. The development and potential deployment of space weapons by Russia is a flagrant violation of the spirit of international cooperation and peace that space exploration is supposed to embody. It's a stark reminder that the final frontier, once a symbol of humanity's shared aspirations, has been dragged into the mire of terrestrial conflicts and power plays. The bipartisan concern in Congress, led by voices like Representative Waltz, underscores the gravity of the situation. It's not just about one party's agenda or political gain. It's about the safety, security, and future of the entire nation. The unanimous decision by the committee to bring this issue to the forefront of national attention speaks volumes about the urgency and severity of the threat. Critics who question the necessity of the Space Force now find themselves confronted with the harsh reality of space warfare. The foresight shown by Trump and supporters of the Space Force is destructive that could send us back decades in terms of technological and military capabilities. It's a chilling scenario that requires not just national but global awareness and cooperation to prevent. Russia's strategy appears to be one of deterrence, leveraging their space weapons capability to intimidate and control. But this approach isn't fraught with danger, not only for the United States, but for the entire world. The dependency on satellite transcends national borders, affecting global communications, navigation, and surveillance. The destruction of this infrastructure would not only be a catastrophic blow to the U.S., but could also trigger a domino effect, stabilizing the world economy and security. The Space Force, therefore, is not an optional luxury, but an essential component of our national defense architecture. Its mission to protect U.S. interests in space and ensure our dominance in this new domain has never been more critical. As we navigate these treacherous cosmic waters, the resolve and innovation of the Space Force will be key to safeguarding our future and maintaining a strategic advantage. As we continue to monitor the developments of Russia's anti-satellite capabilities, the Space Force's role in this endeavor is indispensable. The criticalness of the situation cannot be overstated. The potential for Russia to deploy a space weapon that could blind the U.S. economy and military highlights a vulnerability that must be addressed. It's about preserving our way of life and global order. Before our final thought, an important message from our own Gary Franchi.
That's right. In the run-up to the 2024 election, we're besieged by narratives that are carefully crafted to shape our perceptions and decisions. My new book, The Silent Coup, unravels these narratives, revealing the strategic manipulation by political elites and the media. In an age of manufactured consent, truth is your most valuable asset. Claim your copy and rise above the deception. And if you're lucky enough to secure a copy, well, guess what? You might just find a special, exclusive offer directly from me. Now, the link to this crucial read is in this video's description. Back to you.
Thanks for that, Gary. Make sure that you tap the link in the description to secure Gary's new book, The Silent Coup. And now our final thought. In our final thought, it's crucial to understand the gravity of the situation we face. The development of Russian space weapons capable of blinding the U.S. economy and military isn't just a distant threat, it's a clear and present danger. This is a wake-up call for America and our allies. The foresight to establish the Space Force was not only prudent, it's proving essential, and it's defending against the very real threats of tomorrow. It's here, and we must be ready to meet it head on. Thank you for watching. If you got value from this report, tap subscribe and tell a friend.
Congratulations, you made it to the end of the video. Now keep up your quest for truth with this next news report. And if you found our channel enlightening, join the millions who agree with you. Tap subscribe. Thank you for watching the Next News Network.